Yo, 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 what up? It's your boy Crescendo. We're here live on the hype with Dayton.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm excited. It's been a long time coming. A lot of things try to come in the way. But God still makes a way where there's no way, right? We actually took a little break. We were live with some of the people in Flavor Fest. It was a pretty dope weekend. Tommy had a good setup over there.
Yeah, he definitely did. It was a good turnout.
Yeah, I really enjoyed myself out there, bro.
Yeah, I can honestly say, I got to meet a lot of people, networked with a lot of people. Last week I was over at an event called Too Woke by Elevate Orlando. It's a inner city youth program that basically works with schools like Evans and Oak Ridge to do a class curriculum, but then they're able to connect with the students and actually do Bible studies afterwards.
Dope.
So it's really dope. I got to hang out with them. They did an event with Reconcile and Tommy Royale.
Okay. Out here?
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
So it was pretty dope. Got to hang out. I did a interview with Tommy Royale. That's on YouTube. But I'm gonna play some music. I want to make sure that everyone online is tuned in and got the links. I'm gonna be sharing it on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. I'll be sharing the live YouTube link. But we're gonna play some new music from Delore called Still Hungry, and then we're gonna play some music from Beacon Light and YB and Daraj. So you're listening to some new music here on the hype with your boy Crescendo, and we got Dayton in the building.
Yo.
Please, allow me to show you something.
Yeah. Sight Studios was good. Yo, I don't care what nobody thinks about me, man. From the streets to the church, man. Real spill.
Perfect.
I'm still hungry, I'm still hungry, rapping for a while. I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. Gotta be. Yeah. I'm still hungry, rapping for a while. Yeah, I'm still hungry, back on Idlewild. Yeah, I'm still hungry. I was the golden child. I'm still hungry, floating down the Nile. I'm still hungry, rapping for a while. Yeah, I'm still hungry, back on Idlewild. Yeah, I'm still hungry. I was the golden child. Yeah, I'm still hungry, floating down the Nile. Let me start, I love this art like I love my town. I've been spitting for a minute, but I ain't finished. How that sounds, so exquisite. When I flip it, I'ma hold it down. Come get with it, really with it, or get from round. 27 section, yeah, they know me. Crazy white boy that are running from the police. On the white pony, all about my lonely, but also why I made it to an OG. I'm 33, know the curve to the third degree. Don't take my word, ask Shay and Malik. Back in my hood, they was Jay and Bleak. Other white boys, they afraid to speak. But yo, not me, still had knocking the Jeep with the rack in my seat. Or to speak, either way, I came complete. You heard ether in these streets, smell reefer like it must have been cheap, like no teachers in the math lab. We about to get, cause I'm still hungry, rapping for a while. Yeah, I'm still hungry, back on Idlewild. Yeah, I'm still hungry, I was the golden child. I'm still hungry, floating down the Nile. Yeah, said they know me in the south side, where the D's do sweeps like housewives. If you snitch in the hood, don't come outside. They load 4-5s, lucky if your mouth wide. Yeah, I can't lie, if you ain't ready to die, then don't even ride. Real recognize, real can feel what's inside. Hard to swallow the truth, even harder with pride. Yeah, who on test? Bars knock fans out like Ron Artest. Cause they can never be meta world peace. The hell in a handbasket, inevitably it seems to be the reason why most people sleep. But you gotta remember, the devil is a seed. Cold on his level, and he keeps every receipt. You think without a shovel and even worse, you compete. It's nonsense. Why nobody conscious? Listening to the game, nowadays I wanna vomit. It's nonsense. Why nobody conscious? Listening to the game, nowadays I wanna vomit. I'm still hungry. Yeah, I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry. Yeah, I'm still hungry. My music loud, roll through your town with my windows down. I got all that good and they feel it now. The whole world, they know why. Catch my vibe, they know why. Catch my vibe, oh they know why. Catch my vibe, they know why. Catch my vibe, oh they know why. Yeah, cool breeze with a The days are long, the nights are short. We go. No shortcuts. Yeah. God give an inch, we take a mile. We want it now. No shortcuts. I know how it looks, don't know what it takes. We want to break. No shortcuts. Yeah. God give an inch, we take a mile. We want it now. No shortcuts. I know how it looks, don't know what it takes. We wanna break. No shortcuts. Yeah, I'm talking to me. Empty, tempted and weak. I knew that I wanted a spot. I was willing to trade in a king. Stare in the mirror, I'm here with a fear in the middle of the night. I look in the room, stare at all four of the walls. Then I glance down at my wife. I can do it all for money. Soon as they call, I'm coming. Cause I got a family, life is demanding me. I got a man to be sweet as this vanity. God put this drive in me, they cannot bother me. Can't put the stop on me, never no options. See, life is monopoly, this who I gotta be. Know that I'm winning the world, that's how follow me. I had enough. Yeah, I don't want your famous, no. I don't want no shortcuts or no highways to your paintings. I have peace, I can't be cheap. I know my feet were set to lead. I'd rather be down in the deep with G.O.D. and die out free. You know shortcuts. God give an inch, we take a mile, we want it now. No shortcuts. I know how it looks, don't know what it takes. We wanna break. No shortcuts. God give an inch, we take a mile, we want it now. No shortcuts. I know how it looks, don't know what it takes. We wanna break. No shortcuts.
Tell 'em I been on the turf. I got on top of the wave. I'm about to teach 'em to surf. I been putting in work. I really been putting in work. I hear her voice all the time. Make sure you putting the first down for the countdown, for the cause, all that I've been through. I done turned up, I done turned down all the things I ain't really into. If it go round, watch it come around. You gon' get back what you get to. In the end zone for the touchdown, one knee pointing to the temple. Somebody tell 'em I gotta give 'em a gift. It don't get better than this. I got a light, tell 'em I'm pleading the fifth. All of the glorious hits, running the race, they running the blitz. Keeping it straight, they jump on the fence. They making moves, I'm getting this. I got the pearls, they got the pit.
No shortcuts. God give an inch, we take a mile, we want it now. No shortcuts. I know how it looks, don't know what it takes. We wanna break. No shortcuts. God give an inch, we take a mile, we want it now. No shortcuts. I know how it looks, don't know what it takes. We wanna break. No shortcuts.
Yo, we are back live on the hype. It's your boy Crescendo. We got Dayton in the building.
Yeah, what up?
So, I heard the album, and then I actually spent some time today and just re-listened to the album.
Cool.
Hell in the Hallway. Man, that is an album.
Appreciate it.
It is transparent. It's real. It's genuine. And it takes a lot for someone to release that. especially in the market that we're in.
Yep. Doesn't seem like the smart move. Didn't feel like the smart move. But God.
Now, like for me personally, I think CHH needs more of this. The reason why is I feel like there's a lot of, oh, glory, glory, we got the victory songs, but there's not a lot of realness that's coming with it. You know what I mean? Like, people don't know what people are going through behind the scenes. Yeah. People aren't being real about it. You know, people are going on tour, getting separated, you know, going through troubles at home, and, you know, they got smiles for the youth groups and thumbs ups, you know what I mean? But not really talking about what's going on with them.
Yeah.
So
it's fake cotton candy, yeah, make believe stuff.
So what do you think? Like when you were going through, you know, like debating whether to release it, like what were some of the thoughts that went through your mind?
Well, initially I was working on this album titled The New Arc. It was supposed to be my sophomore album. About 6 songs in. And I'm excited about that album. I'm excited about the content. I feel like it's my best work to date. And in the middle of that, I started to go through these marital issues. And for me, I wrote Hell in the Hallway. I don't lease beats. I don't do that. I make sure that my stuff is mine. And that was a beat that's available for lease. But it fit the mood. I had to intentionally, I'm like, yo, I know Tone Jones got something. Went on his website, found the joint. I was like, ooh, you know, it was asking for what I wanted to release, just that emotion. So I wrote it. It's an unorthodox song, no hook. It's not supposed to be a single. It's not even supposed to be a real song. Who raps for 4 minutes straight with no hook?
Yeah.
And that was just for me. And I did that. And now I'm spitting. I admired the artistry in it myself. Like, ooh, I felt like God gave me that joint. And I'm like, dag. Like, even some of the things said in it and just how it all puzzled together, I feel like it was just beyond me. The Holy Spirit doing his thing. And now I wanted to record it. So then I picked up the beat. I got the beat. I'm like, all right, let me get it instead of just writing to it. I got the beat, and I recorded on the same day, CHH Ain't Dead and Hell in the Hallway. CHH Ain't Dead was meant to be released. Hell in the Hallway's for me. Then I played it to somebody who went through a similar situation, and I saw how it hit him, where he's like a G, and he was crying. He ain't even walking with the Lord right now, and he was crying. And I'm like, man, people may need to hear this. Then I started going through the things I discussed in Job season, and I wrote that, and it came out too easy, bro. So I was like, man, now I got these 2 songs. Then I started writing about some of the other things that you know, I was facing in the middle of that season. And it's just like, before you know it, I'm sitting on a couple records and they don't fit the concept of the New Arc album. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll do an EP and title it Hell in the Hallway, you know, based off the title track.
Yeah.
And man, I flirted with the ideal, and then just I couldn't get away with it. I just feel like the Lord was like, stick to this. I try to write to the intro of my album and knock that out, and he's like, get back to this, back to this. So it's kind of like beyond me. I debated through it. I'm like, yo, I got no real solid singles. There's not a Do It Again. There's not a I Won't Bow. There's not a Praise the Lord. There's not a Hallelujah All Day on there. Like, I'm like, man, this don't even make sense. My fan base will probably reject this stuff, but God and his prompting. So I was just like, man, I'm just gonna be obedient and put it out. And then, I mean, to my surprise, I've gotten more testimonies in a month of how this has impacted people in 1 month than I have for 2 projects, and one of them is 2 years old. Like, my inbox, and I can show you right now, my text messages are, okay, right now, if somebody new texts me, it'll show you. I have like 60 something unread, text messages, emails, with all this stuff. I just get overwhelmed when I start to see those numbers. I'm like, oh, I ain't even gonna start opening up texts. But it's a lot of testimony, a lot of people like, wow, I've been through that, I'm going through that. You know, it really witnessed to me. So yeah.
I mean, you know, being vulnerable about, you know, situations like that. I personally went through marital issues. Me and my wife have gone through marital issues, and it's tough being an artist and getting on stage with a fake face on.
Yep.
And still, like, you know, ministering even when you feel like you need to be ministered to.
Amen.
So, you know, my wife, she actually started a couples ministry, and you know, I think about stories like this, and people are too nervous to be this real and vulnerable. But I think when we have these conversations, that's when, you know, God really works in us, when we can be truly honest and truly open and raw.
Yep.
So I actually want to play Hell in the Hallway for the listeners so that they can get a feeling of it, and then after Hell in the Hallway, we'll get back to more of the interview, because I wanna talk a little bit more about it, but I want them to get the vibes of what we're talking about. This is Hell in the Hallway by Dayton. We're on the hype. Let's go.
A little nervous about this one, bro. It's like once it's out there and you can't take it back. And it just makes it more real. Maybe I don't want it to be real. Here goes nothing. Yeah, pen and pad in front of me, I don't know where to start. But it's the type of beat to vent on and share your heart. Usually I write so you can receive, but this time, this song will be more therapeutic for me. Check it, 6 years ago I said goodbye to New Jersey and moved to Florida to marry my bride in a hurry. Though it was a sacrifice for me, cause I was deserting my fam. I did it for the type of love that I had been yearning. Fast forward to present time, now I'm in my 30s. Reading over divorce papers to sign and it's hurting. Trying to come up with a plan to acquire the earnings I need to file. I might even have to hire attorneys. Dad, I thought she was my ride or die on this journey, but I was wrong. Cause she looked me in the eye and she sternly told me she wants a divorce, and felt like a knife was inserting into my heart. I was tossed aside like I wasn't worthy. In my mind we was working, I was providing and serving. My love for her was like an all-consuming fire that's burning. I guess my efforts fell short, cause the tide had been turning, and now I wrestle self-doubt, thinking I'm undeserving of love. That's embarrassing to admit. Maybe I'm being too transparent with you on this. She's gone, but it's like she hasn't loosened her grip. It's time for me to get this tat removed from my wrist and erase her name. Cause even as I write this rhyme, I'm reminded of her every time I look down. It plagues the brain, then the mind plays a game of only replaying good memories, not the bad, to keep me in this state of pain. My fans had fight for us and sing along, but more than that I had hoped the message would bring her home. But the fight's over cause I was swinging at air. See, it takes two to box, and shorty left me in this ring alone. And I've been playing pretend with my friends and family that ask, hey, how you been? I give them that A-OK cliche, but within I'm battling depression and the temptation to sin. My flesh is screaming, let this self-medication begin. Let's feast on a plate of lust and then chase it with gin. But I can't, because I know what awaits in the end. An addiction that'll keep me trapped in the state that I'm in, so I fight. My knees are callous from my time in prayer. I'm asking God to deliver me from my despair. It's more than I can bear. God, I need answers. Then I hear him tell me, open up your Bible and you'll find it there. Yeah, then I find clarity in 1 Peter 5:7. It isn't there I read. I can cast my anxieties on him cause he cares for me if ever there's a need. My father said he'll be there indeed. And man, I need him now more than ever. I'm feeling down and my heart is severed. But as I continue to read, all I can do is believe that he's just, and he gon' work all of this out for my better. I heard my dog say that when one door closes, another will open. But it's hell in the hallway, and it's still a long way until I reach that open door. But while I'm in this hell, I'll be giving my God praise. So my man Grateful Ray hits me, gives me a call, and he asks me, yo, Tommy, how you doing, bro? How you holding up? I tell him, man, can't even lie, it's been hard. clinging to Jesus like never before. Jesus is all I got. And he says, well, that's good, because Jesus is all you'll ever need. Facts. Amen. It may be hell in this hallway, but I see light at the end, and I'm making my way towards it. I can do all things in his strength. Yeah. Hell in the hallway.
Yeah, we're back live on the hype. That was Hell in the Hallway by Dayton. We got Dayton in the studio.
Yep.
Really powerful track. Want to give our shout outs to the people tuning in right now. We got Naladeus, Second Sam, Alicio tuning
My
in.
fam, all my fam. What's
Yeah.
up, y'all? What's up? And all three names you just named, I know them personally. Got love for them, man.
Yeah, man. It's the album. Listening through it, it's got a lot of impact because, like I was saying earlier, it's very genuine. But I know the process in writing it and recording it, and then also having to hear it back. That's probably another thing too. You know what I mean? Because it's like you're getting it mastered, so you hear it like 20 times, and you're like, man, it's real. So, some of the questions that come up in my mind is because I know God had to work with me when I was going through my marital issues. What has the forgiveness process been like?
I think
Because that's a real question.
Yeah. It's definitely a step-by-step process. It's something that you tend to relapse on. You can be angry, bitter, truly forgive, and then something else will happen, and you'll fall right back into it. You know what I'm saying? Right back into being bitter and angry. So it's a process, bro. And I think the way to start that process is being in tune and aware of your own brokenness. You know what I'm saying? In my particular case, I'm pretty sure, I say this and not no cliche in it. I'm pretty sure I was not confronted with my wrong, so I can't pick what the heck I may have done. I'm pretty sure I wasn't perfect,
Yeah.
I know I was a darn good husband, but just pretty sure I wasn't perfect. So though those things were so I feel like though everything happened against my will and I did not deserve these things, so that alone can make you bitter, knowing that I didn't deserve this. I did this right, I did all this right.
Yeah.
It's me being aware of my own brokenness and how I have wronged the Lord worse.
Yeah.
So how can I not forgive when he forgives me? I remember one time, this is where it started. I'm on the plane, and this is smack in the middle of me going through it, like still raw pain. I'm on a plane, I forgot where I'm flying to or from, and they got that Bible series on Netflix. I downloaded them in the phone. I'm watching it on the plane. And the part where they bring the adulterous woman before Jesus with the stones. And when he says, he who was out without sin cast the first stone, they all dropped their stones. And he says, where are your accusers? She says, they're not here. He says, neither do I accuse you. Sin no more. That joint made me cry like a baby. I had my hands up in the air on the plane in the dark as a red-eye flight, and I'm crying like a baby because at that time I was bitter, not only against her, but I tell this story on shout out to Second Sam. He played the part and we beat that dude butt up. He probably laughing. We beat him up because he's playing the dude part. Somebody tried to interject, and I talk about it on the second verse of Job season, and he crossed me. So I wanted him dead.
Yeah.
I wanted to go, oh, Dayton. You know what I'm saying? I really wanted him dead. Like, I wouldn't have mind hearing something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking these thoughts, and I'm bitter against that person. I see that, and I just wept for them. I prayed for them. And I think the true forgiveness, because I could be like, yeah, I forgive them. I don't care. At that point, the true forgiveness process started. You know what I'm saying? So, and I would even relapse with dude. But yeah, even with her too. I relapsed a couple times and was hecka mad. But, yeah, answer your question, man. Just you got to be aware of your own brokenness. God forgives you for all the crap you do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I can say that for me personally, dealing with my situation, I've been cheated on, and I've done things dirty to my wife as well on the other end. And that's just me being vulnerable with the audience right now. And it's like, it's one of those situations where the forgiveness is almost like, it can be almost like, yes, I forgive you. Like, and it's kind of like, to get through it, you have to say it's done, but sometimes you relapse to those thoughts. And it's almost a cycle that the enemy will try and play with you.
Always, yeah.
And will try and like, but what about this? But what about that? And so being bitter towards God for bad things when they happen, I wanted to play Dream Has Died. Mm-hmm. Because I wanted to because that song is a display of that as well, and so I want to play that one. After that one, I think we're gonna play For My Ones by Steph.
Okay.
So we can start talking about that, and but we're gonna play Dream Has Died, so people can get another real aspect of the album.
Word.
And because I really loved it, so I want people to hear this. This is Dream Has Died on The Hype. We're here live with Dayton. Let's go.
She stands before me looking flawless without blemishes. She slowly leans in to give me a hug and then a kiss on my cheek, and then it's by this sweet scent I'm hit. The smell of her shampoo and perfume makes me reminisce with flashbacks of when we first met to our wedding day, all the way to her pregnancy on the bed she lay. As I would kiss and talk to her stomach, I was living my dream. Her family's all that I wanted, but when she lets go and says goodbye, I snap out of it. Back to reality, I watch her turn around and dip. And that's when I realized this the last time my eyes will see her, cause we're leaving court and our divorce was finalized. Not only am I losing her, I'm saying my goodbyes to all my dreams and all my family plans that I devised. She miscarried, so we do not have any binding ties. I walk to my truck so I can hide and cry. My dream has died.
Mama was a druggie, so naturally I wrestle with the thoughts nobody loved me. But that just made me more determined for when I got old, to reverse my family curses when I find my own. So my desire grows for my future wife I chose. I wanted that Fresh Prince family matters kind of home. Fast forward and my life is like a 90s show, just not the one that I had in mind or the one I had hoped. No family matters, just Danny Tanner cause I'm alone. A single parent, that dream I cherished is died and gone. It's like I had one shot reversing the statistics, and I tried so desperately to make it work, and then it didn't. Wasn't perfect, I admit it, but my purpose and my mission was this family, and now we all get hurt from this decision. I guess many are the plans of a man, but it's only the perfect will of God that has to advance. Bumpy.
visions, he commissioned me to do ministry. I seen it in the dream. Through my music, I would be giving them the seed, telling them believe in Christ, the remedy that sin is needed. Since then, I've traveled around the earth and I've been touring, both in and out of church, like on the turf where guys are warring over colors. As we minister His word, these guys are falling to their knees. As they worship, I find purpose in my calling. But now they say me doing ministry is not a knife, and I'm disqualified because I face a lot of problems. They're the type to write Benzo and say you gotta stop him, kick him off GOM, you gotta drop him. And it's all because they wanna make sure that an artist measures up to a pastor in all his efforts, and they call us shepherds. Though I have grounds, they see my divorce like a scarlet letter. Maybe they're right and I should quit ministry altogether. That dream has died.
Yo, D, open up, man. It's me, Steph. Come on, man. I see your truck outside. I know you here. Open up, bro.
What up, bro?
Yo, man, I've been calling and texting you like crazy, and you ain't been responding. What's up, man? I was worried about you. What's going on?
Menace.
Coming with the real hip hop.
Yo. Frigid as a blizzard of syllables, since the umbilical. Spitting the lyrical to mirror what the trigger do. Tissue to sinew, rip through the inners to enter you in intervals like minerals, pardon the long similes. My soliloquies of imagery, I'm just vibing with the chemistry and energy. Conveying my lyrical killing spree. It ain't about the Benjis, Franklin, Tennessee. Tell Diddy I revolt. I'm too busy pushing hope. Don't mean we don't act silly, getting gritty with the quotes. I mean, how many mics do you rip on a daily? Many money, I serve God and my country is lovely. I'm on this track sounding like I'm hungry. Still I keep it smoother than Bogart, Humphrey, Mozart. Though I don't charge, still I flow hard with no squad. They like, oh God, my drive reckless. I'm getting pulled over like I got a toaster with no card or permit. A wordsmith, you heard this never before. I'm penning the score to my life soundtrack like I'm indebted to y'all. To my ones rocking with me, never dumb it down. Shout out to Eshawn, how you learning with the sound. Think your boy British, how I get pounds and I give them right back every time I come around to my ones. Yeah, yeah. So get them hands up, ones. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Can you show me up the vocals, please? Yeah, yeah. As far as rhymes, I stay on mines, Hurt Locker. Kingdom bars, now we don't serve vodkas for the family. Serving them on any mic they hand me. Straight out the pantry, tell them hold a Grammy, it's for the love. I never did it just to buzz, or trying to sell my soul to make history in a club, nah. Street poet on a hush, while you was on your hustle, man, I was on the cusp of revelation. With more lines and segregation, written for the real, while your favorite imitations on the TV. Dropping wisdom, Mr. Feeney, while your boy meets world. I was so beanie over heads. Dumb it down is what they said. My drafts was too much to bear. Keg, you ain't sick cause you got a couple symptoms with skull in your verses. You still ain't spitting that real. And that's just how I feel. Shout out to all my fam on the low, staying trill. Yo, hip hop is right here. Serving a royal priesthood, I got him in the air for my one. Yeah, yeah. So get them hands up, ones. Scribble a riddle willful, fickle minds. They try to vilify minds, all they hearing is the killer lines. My ones, we pack heat without guns and decline whack garbage like insufficient funds. Man, that's insufficient dumb how they play y'all. Standing for truth as a man, embrace the call with no endorsement on radio or sponsorship or TV. Still touch ones like we counting tips around a fifth of truth from these bars where the ounces is housing it. Pay close attention as I'm mouthing it like CP, all with the vocals, life breathing dope style. Christ screaming hope now endowed with the ghost power. Ain't gotta push a phantom, the phantom pushes me with the sound of a champion. Fire from on high, you could tell where the camp's been. Cause every single show we bring it like we steady camping. This is our season, we plot scheming with thoughts deep in the scriptures. Hands over their mouth like they box beating, they shock grieving. Cause we ain't do it for the funds, we do it for the sons and the many that's to come. To all my ones.
Shout out to Stefanato. He's such a beast.
Yo, for real, right? So, man, yeah. I've been rocking with Steph before Group 1, you know, before Group 1 crew and all that nonsense. Yeah. No offense.
Yeah. Shout out to Pablo.
But Pablo's my dude. Manny's my dude as well. He's doing his thing in Cali.
Shout out to Pablo though.
Oh man. But yeah, man, and shout out to people tuned in, Tech, as well as Second Sam still rocking with us, Delore. Wanted to give a shout out to them. But the Menace movement, let's talk about that. We were talking about it during the song, and I was like, man, this is all perfect for the air, but we're off air, so these people need to hear about it.
Yeah, briefly, man, it's just a label that I have launched. It is a branch off the God Over Money family tree. I am still an artist on GOM, but man, I just wanted to give a platform to solid brothers that make God-honoring music. And, you know, I met Stefanato out here and immediately was like, Dad, why have I not heard of you before? Like, you are a beast. You make great music. So man, I just wanted to help him any way I could. Man, I feel like his music is great, and he just needs the shot. So why not provide it for him if I could? So yeah, man, the Menace movement, and my first artist is Stefanato.
That's what's up.
Yep.
So where does Menace come from?
So Menace is, man, I dropped the roar, and it's just the way I got the word, because the way I was like perceived by the public and going on tour, they'd be like, yo man, you're bold, you're this, you're that, oh, you's a troublemaker for the kingdom, like stuff like that. Like that, those are titles that I don't want, but it's like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I guess I am, you know. Oh, you outspoken and da da da. And then I remember somebody saying, yo, he a menace for the kingdom. And I was like, yo, I'm gonna make a song called Menace, right? I hope that fan isn't listening right now, watching this. He gonna ask for a royalty. So yeah, he said, yo, you like a menace. That's what he said. He was talking to me at the after the show, whatever, at my merch table. So I'm like, Menace, I'm gonna make a song called Menace. Then I already had the idea for the label, and then I already spoke to Steph about getting on, and I hit him like, yo, what you think about Menace for? And he was like, that joint is dope, because the second definition of it is one that represents a threat, a danger. We are a threat to the kingdom of darkness. Like, oof, we are a threat. Like, you know, anybody that is in darkness is going to resent the light. That light is a threat to them. So it's sad that in this day and age, it's like the hero's the villain, villain's the hero. So fine, if the hero is the villain, then I'm a menace in your eyes. I'm not a menace in his eyes, though. You know what I'm saying? The Lord. I'm a menace in the enemy's eyes. So, yeah, bro.
It's true. I mean, with today's politics, it's people forget that the first Christians were martyrs.
Yeah.
You know? And we live in a country with all this free speech, and we get timid with it. We wash down the gospel. We wash down who we are to be politically correct.
Yep.
And to be honest and be surreal and be a threat to what the establishment is trying to do, I support that.
Yeah.
So, what was I gonna say? Also, I know you've worked with Pastor Frank in the past, and you went to Boom for a season. Are you still a member, or are you?
I'm still a member. I'm just haven't been
Yeah.
present or active because I had to move so far.
Yeah.
But the goal is to get back to Orlando, to get right back into my home church. You know what I'm saying?
I believe it. I believe it. So he's got an idea for turning Boom into the current church into
a facility called the Forum. And the Forum,
Forum.
what the Forum would be is like a library, a place where they would hold seminars, classes, portable seminary, stuff like that. And we would also use the facility to facilitate these open mics. I hosted the beat battle at Rapzilla 2 years ago and was like, yo, this hosting thing is like, I forced myself to do it. They asked me, I said, heck no, that ain't my gift. And then I really felt like the Lord was like, no, do it. And I was like, I don't know. I did it and did good. And I said, I hit Pastor Frank up like, yo, I caught a little itch for this hosting thing. Why don't we do an open mic? This was that long ago, and we've been in talks about it ever since. And now it just seems like it's more of a reality. You know what I'm saying? It
That's
may
what's up.
or may not be going down in December, depending on some stuff with the building.
Yeah.
But soon as I get that okay, then it's like intentional planning. Bang, bang, bang. And we're going to be doing it every month.
That's what's
having
up.
a hip-hop filled weekend. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up.
The hype will be in the building.
Of course.
The verb will be incorporated. We will do all of that. This isn't no territorial. This is for the city of Orlando.
Unity.
We are the body of Christ. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we just got to get it in for the king.
Bro, it's dope that you say that, because you think a lot of people will take events, will do things, and even when I came on the scene, because I started the Verb. Well, I came in as an artist featured at the Verb back in the day. I came in they said, hey, can you come through to rap? I'm like, yeah, sure. Then they're like, hey, can you come through again? I'm like, okay, sure. Then they're like, yo, do you know anybody? I said, you're asking the wrong person that question, because now you're going to get flooded with artists. So then I started bringing them artists. I brought them Nowadays. I brought them Steph. I brought them Andrew. And I brought these artists out, and they're like, oh my gosh, you want to host it? And I was like, well, we'll see, and then God put it on my heart to say, hey, host it, work with them. This is not even my church. And I was like, all right, God, let me be a part of something bigger than me. And at the time, I was looking through different churches. I didn't know where to go. And God put me in this place where I was like, okay, they want you to host the event. They want you to do this. Just submit. And, I was like, okay, I said. At first, it was the Verb, D-A. And I was like, okay, guys, one thing's got to change. Let's make it the, because it's 2014.
Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Yeah, that DA Verb is
I'm like,
garbage.
I'm like, let's keep it moving. And but shout out to one of the founders, Ron, and my boy Ghetto Preacher. He goes by Ghetto Preacher.
Word. Shout out to y'all for being humble and letting my man change that, because that was a great look.
And so, like, from there, little things started to happen. I got in touch with Daraj, got in touch with Roy, got in touch with Hazakim, Nowadays, Stefanato, and really put on something good for the city. And my whole thought behind it was like, okay, so I'm coming into this. Who are some of the other people that are doing this? Before me, there was Marcus. Marcus, he did the 3-in-1 Cafe. And I want to give a big shout out to Marcus, because he was throwing events and still throwing events to this day and doing things for the Lord. He does, gospel. He'll mix in gospel, spoken word, and hip hop. And it's so funny because you do these events and you start to notice, trends start to happen. Like, I open the Verb to everyone, but these CHH artists, they're like, nah, man, let's do this. So I get like piles of them, and I got to meet so many different artists, East Coast, West Coast, you know, reggae. I had a girl come through and play the ukulele.
What the heck?
Yo, but she killed it.
What?
She killed it. She killed the ukulele, and she sang a song from Hillsong, like almost better than the girl that sang it.
On a ukulele?
On a ukulele, bro. I was like, what is this?
What's her phone number? Let's get her on a joint.
Yo, but shout out to Alyssa. I'll shout her out. But like I'm saying, is great to see that, you know, we can continue to do events in the city. I want to encourage people to come to different events. I want to encourage people to start their events. I've never been one to block anything or, you know, say anything about, you know, any of that. So I'm glad to hear that there's another event coming to basically south side of Orlando, OBT area. That's going to be a great look for that community. That community needs it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, you know, we need to be, you know, anything that we can do to help promote it, we got you.
100%. We all gonna help each other. Like, I mean, it's the only way. I'm tired of seeing a church on every corner. Why are there 4 churches on the block I used to live on? Real talk. There was one here, one here, one here, one here. Why? Why aren't we more unified? Why? And then none of them are mingling with each other. It's all these differences. This joint sucks. And ain't nobody bold enough to speak out about it. They just go and, we're Christians. We're supposed to be gentle. Or, I mean, I don't know. That ain't me, bro. So, yeah, we gonna have to unify. We gonna have to do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, I mean, I you know, I'm loving this, talk. Dayton, for people that are tuned in, that don't know where to find you, where do they find you?
You can find me on GodOverMoney.com, TheMenaceMovement.com. You can find me on IG at Dayton, DATIN _ triple D, that is TRIPLED. IG is probably the platform I use the most. You can find me on Twitter with the same @ You can find me on Facebook at, just look for Dayton, DATIN, and I'll be the first one to pop up. Yo, Spotify. Follow me on Spotify. Follow me on Apple Music if you can follow artists. I don't know because I don't use it. Purchase the new music. I have 2 recent projects. The Menace mixtape is not even a year old yet. And I just put out Hell in the Hallway a month and a couple days ago. Check them out. Listen to them. Hit me up. Get at me. Yo.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So as always on the show, Ozone Effect gives you the latest events that are coming up. We have Epiphany Jam next weekend. That is at HUHOH Studios. Studios. In Kissimmee. You got Second Sam, Nowadays, Crescendo, SB The Anomaly. On the bill, it's going to be a 2-on-2 B-Boy jam, all style and B-Boy 2-on-2. So that's going to be dope. DJ His is on the turntables, so it's going to be nasty. And then we got The Verb with Hazakim and Naladeus.
Oh, that's going to be dope. When is that?
That's November 17th.
Ooh, I'm out. I'm not here. I'm in Connecticut.
Yeah. And then and then I'll give our audience the sneak peek that Dayton will be at the Verb January 19th.
Yeah. Yup.
And it'll be Dayton and Loso. So I just wanted to, you know, while people are tuned in. We're going to close with Job Season.
Let's do it.
And you're listening to The Hype with your boy Crescendo and Dayton.
Yeah.
We out.
Let's go.
I love you, baby. spend the rest of my life with you. Yes, of course I'll marry you. With this ring, I thee wed. I do. You make me the happiest woman on earth. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Just leave me alone, Dayton. I don't know, just leave me alone. I'm not happy, Dayton. You're not like me. You don't have any goals or ambitions. I just fell out of love with you. I just